operators and expressions used in C language programming. Now we are going to discuss about assignment operator. Assignment operator is basically indicated with the help of this assignment sign. No doubt in regular mathematics we use this as a equal to, but in case of C language programming this single sign is used as a assignment operator, and this operator always used to assign a value or a expression. Simple, consider this example. We are having a variable x and value 5. So with the help of this assignment operator, we are assigning this value 5 to variable x. So this assignment operator is going to assign the value present at right hand side to a entity present at left hand side. So what will happen here? So at the right hand side of this assignment operator, this value 5 is present, and this value whatever present on right hand side is assigned to variable which is present at the left hand side. So this is the second example. Here a value 2.5 we are assigning to variable y here. So no doubt this is a integer value and this one is a float value. In the sense the assignment operator is going to work on all the data, right? Also it is going to support the expression assignment to a specific entity. So what will happen? As per this, it is going to deal with while addition of x and y, going to subtract a value 4, and whatever final ultimate result present, that result is get assigned to variable z. So in this way this assignment operator is going to work in case of C language programming. Simple, x plus y minus 4. So this result is get assigned to variable z here. So the next new declaration, x plus equal to 2. So this declaration is same as that of x is equal to x plus 2. So what the expression will do? First of all, whatever value of x is there is get added with 2, and the new, that is updated result, is get again assigned to variable x here. So in this way x plus equal to 2 is same as that of x is equal to x plus 2. Similarly, y minus equal to 5 is equal to, or it is equivalent to, y is assigned with y minus 5. So whatever value of y is there, so the value 5 is subtracted from y and updated result is get assigned to variable y here. And the next one, z multiplied equal to 8 is same as that of z multiplied with 8 and is get assigned to variable z here. So in this way this assignment operator is going to work. So let us see a simple practical implementation of assignment operator. So consider this simple program. In this program we have declared a variable x and variable I with a data type as an integer, variable y and variable j as a data type float, and now I is assigned with value of x. So whatever value of x which is present at the right hand side of this assignment operator is get assigned to variable I, and similarly the value of y is get assigned to variable j here. So let us check out the execution. So these are the different variables which are present here. The x, I, y and j, these are the variables that we have used. Initially the x is assigned with value 5, y is 0, 2 is having some garbage value, and again j is having some garbage value here. So go to the next line. So here again the value of j is what? A simple garbage value. Now here the value of x, which is 5, is get assigned to variable I here, and after that the value of y, that is 2.5, is now get assigned to variable j here. So in this way, whatever values that are associated with variable x and variable y are assigned to variable I and variable j respectively. In short, the quantity which is present at right hand side of this assignment operator is get assigned to a entity present at left hand side, and the same value now we are going to display onto this output window like this. So the value of I here first displayed as 5, and the value of j, that is 2.5, is displayed later. So here if we see, after this decimal point the result is produced up to a 6 digits. Okay. So let us check how to deal with a simple expression. So now I am going to slightly update. I is equal to, say, x plus y, and j is equal to, or j is assigned with y minus 1, and let us check the same. So the value of I is written as a 7. Why? Because the data type for I is integer, so it is going to consider this part decimal, so it is going to produce a result as 5 plus 2. So in this way this expression is solved, and similar for next, y j is equal to y minus 1. So in this way this execution is carried out for assignment operator. Let us see the next, that is increment operator. The increment operator is indicated by using two addition signs. There are two types of this increment operator, and it is used in order to increment the value of variable by 1. So the first one is called as a pre-increment, whereas the second one is called as a post-increment. So in pre-increment, first, before this variable we are using this increment operator. So what it will do, first the value of variable is get incremented by 1, and then it is going to perform the required operation. Whereas in second, that is in a post increment, first the required operation is performed and then its value is get incremented by 1 here. So in pre-increment, first use the increment operator, then name of variable. In post increment, first use name of variable followed with this increment operator. The next operator is decrement operator. The decrement operator is basically indicated by using two subtraction sign. It is used to decrement a value of any variable by 1. So as like pre-increment, the two types are there. The first type is called as a pre-decrement. So first we are going to define this decrement operator followed with name of variable, whereas in a post decrement, first the variable is defined and after that the decrement operator is used. So now what will happen here, first the value of variable x is get decremented by 1 and then the required operation is performed, whereas in the second case, first the required operation is performed and then the value of variable x is decremented by 1. So let us check the practical implementation of this in code blocks. So consider this example. Here we are using two basic variables, five variables, x, y, I, j and k. The initial value for x is 5, for y it is 7. We are going to apply the increment, pre-increment and post-increment operators on this x and y variable, and the updated values we are going to assign to variable I, j and k. Now in this program, this specific declaration is called as pre-increment and this is called as a post-increment. So let us see how the things are going to work. So consider this simple example. So in this example, we are using a variable x, y, I, j and k. To variable x, we are assigning value 5. To variable y, we are assigning value 7. And we are applying the pre-increment and post-increment on x and y. And then the updated values we are going to assign to variable I. Now, if we see this specific declaration, this declaration is called as a pre-increment and this declaration is called as a post-increment. Now, to this line, when I am going to pay attention on this line, then the two operations are done in this line or in this instruction. The one is an increment operation and the second one is a assignment operation. Here also increment operation, assignment operation, these two operations are done. Now when I am going to talk about this first, then as per the logic, the value of x is first get incremented by 1 and then it is get assigned to variable I. Whereas in a second, first the value of y is get assigned to variable j and then its values get incremented by 1. And then at the end, when it reach to this instruction, then the y will be with updated value. So let us cross check it. So initially the value 5 and value 7 are assigned to variable x and y respectively. So now x is 5 and y is 7. Now we are going to execute this specific statement. So let us cross check it. So I is assigned with plus x. So what will happen here? The value of x is get incremented by 1. So now it is 6 and this incremented value is get assigned to y. So what will happen? First increment value of variable and then assign the updated value for this variable I here. Now in the next stage, let us check here the value of y is 7 and now we are going to execute it. So moment at which we execute it, the value that get assigned to variable j is what? 7. Whereas the updated value of y is a 8. Now why this happened? Because this is a post increment. First the value of variable which is earlier 7 get assigned to variable j and then its values get updated. So because of that, the j is assigned with value 7 which is the earlier value for y, and then the updated value is assigned to variable y itself, and this value now we are going to assign to variable k as shown here, and the same will reflect on the output window. Here we are 6, 7 and 8. So in this way this pre-increment and post-increment operators are going to work. And the similar thing is going to happen. Simple. I am going to replace the increment operator with a decrement. Now let us cross check it. So what will happen? I is equal to minus x. So first the value of x is get decremented by 1. So earlier the value is 5, it is get decremented by 1, that is the updated value for x is 4 and the 4 is get assigned to variable y. Whereas here the value is 7. So as it is a post decrement, first the value of variable is get assigned as it is to j and then it is get decremented by 1. So the value of j will be what? 7 as it is, and when it go to the next step, at this step the new updated value, that is 6, is get assigned to variable k here. So let us cross check the same. So here x is 5, y is 7, I is equal to minus minus x. So the value of I is 4 because x is get decremented. First the decrement operation is done because of pre-decrement, and then the updated values get assigned to this variable I here. And j is equal to 7 as it is. First assign the value and then go for decrement operation. So here the value of y is get updated to 6, and now this updated value is get assigned to variable k here. So the same we are getting on the output window, that is 4, 7 and 6. So in this way this operator, that is pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement and post-decrement will be get executed.